Good evening, everybody. Right, apart from Lorna very kindly taking some photographs of us tonight from various points, so make sure you're smiling and singing with wide open mouth. I thank her very much for doing that. If you're not singing after tonight, can you please hand in your music? Lynn, where's Lynn? Yeah, Lynn at the front will happily collect it from you. Rehearsal next week is in St Mary's. Those of you who can make it for 7:30, please get there for 7:30 so we can actually put the chairs into position. We will definitely start rehearsing at 8 o'clock. On the day of the concert, you are not needed until 2:40, all right, 20 to 3. We will show you where you will be sitting for the first half because we're only singing in the second half. And if you come in, if you can quietly get to there, because I presume you're rehearsing the soloists and orchestra. So 2:40 on the Saturday afternoon.
Could I just suggest though that if you think it will work, you could sort of quietly go into your places behind the orchestra at 2:40.
Yep.
So that when we get to 2:45, I can just move straight onto the right.
Yes. I shouldn't. Yes. Fine, no problem. Okay, we are not going to use folders this time because nearly everybody has the same copy of music. So for some of you who don't like the folders and find them a bit sticky, that could be helpful. We have a few comments on next term, on those of you who perhaps have copies already. Could you please raise your hand now if you have Britain's Rejoice in the Lamb? 2, 3, 4. Okay. If you have Vaughan Williams's 5 Mystical Songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you have Vaughan Williams' Benedicite. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the back there. Right, we have a few extra comments. Angela first.
Social event of the year is taking place on the 27th of this month as we gather here for our post-concert and pre-Christmas party. Most people have signed the list. I think we'll come in, but if there is anybody who hasn't signed the list, it will be going around again this evening. If you've promised to bring some food, please don't bring enough to feed the 5,000. Just enough for a plate that can be put on the table and be shared out amongst everybody. There will be quizzes and some carol singing, and if you are having procession of the carols for choirs, walk one, that's the green one, please bring it along so you can sing part in the Christmas carols. The only other things I've got to say is that at the back of the hall there is a table with publicity material for the concert. I'm very disappointed in you this year. You have not taken as much as you do. So will you please take some of these little small leaflets particularly that people find them very useful to stuff through letterboxes and neighbourhoods. But I really would like to get you some more publicity material. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, thanks. Hello, everyone. Right, let's have a quick little warm-up. Stand up. We're going to get into Brahms very soon. So just sort of shake yourselves down and make sure you're loose in all departments. You know the sort of things, shoulders, knees, jaws, and so on. Okay, just be aware, no need to talk. Just be thinking about your posture and your looseness. And then take a deep breath and just let it out. C major, please, Robin. C major, please. Now this little pattern, please. E, A, 1, 2, 3. E, good. Next we go. E, okay, altos and basses start low. Okay, and the sopranos and tenors carrying on up. So, 1, 2, 3. B major, please. Ya, 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 ya. 3, 4. Ya, 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 ya. That's right. Ya, 3, 4. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, ya. Good. Shake yourselves down again. Have a seat of Brahms. Now we're going to start in the 7th movement, the final movement, but we're going to start towards the end of it. So if you could find page 124 in your scores, the last bar of the page. So we're going to do the end first, and then we're going to go add bits on, going back to the beginning of the movement. So, here is a nice C major chord. Tenors come in on the 2nd beat. Okay, and everyone else on the 1st beat. Here we go then. 3, 4. Okay? I've given you quite a lot of time to find the page and the bar. Robin's given you the notes, so let's have everybody on the ball. Here's your chord. Last bar of page 124. 3, 4. That's it. Good expressive singing at the end there. Make sure you've remembered as you go over the page into 1, 2, 6 that we're doing a diminuendo at that point. It's marked at the end of 1, 2, 5, down to the word dying that we're singing in the 2nd bar of 1, 2, 6. Sopranos, can you listen to page 1, 2, 5 from the 3rd bar? Sing that for me, sopranos, from the F. 3, 4. That's right. Can you sing sad are the dead? It's a funny mixture of big steps and little steps, isn't it? From the D. 1, 2. So maybe make a note to your whatever helps you to jog your memory, which steps are the big ones and which are the little ones. So from F to E is a little one, from E to D is big, D to C is big, C to B is little, B to B flat is little, B flat sort of tune. Do the whole thing from the F again. And then we'll carry on actually with Robin's help. 3, 4. Yeah, actually you won't help yourself if your E and your D are flat. So, blessed. Maybe the D actually needs to be a bit higher than you might be thinking. One more time, please. 3, 4. Good, that's it. Just again, a little note to self. Bottom line of 1, 2, 5, the third bar begins with an A natural. So your A flat was good on the top line, tonality changes, and we have in the Lord. Okay, so a real up arrow on that A. Does that make sense, sopranos? Good. There was a question from in front of me.
Yes. You actually told us to take a break at the end of Diary on 124.
If I had given that impression, I didn't mean to.
That's okay.
Okay, bar 124, there shouldn't be a breath in that bar. Okay, basses, you've got to watch out at the top of 1, 2, 5. The third bar begins with an A natural. That your A sounded, from many of you, very flat there. You have an A flat at the end of bar 1, but an A natural in bar 3 on that page. So, basses, sing your entry at the end of 1, 2, 4, please. 3, 4. Yeah, that doesn't strike me as forte. 3, 4. Yeah, okay. That was a sort of pleasant mezzo piano, I think you got there, basses. This is meant to be forte. Break at commas. You can break, you won't necessarily need to breathe every time, but let's hear the commas. Blessed, blessed, blessed. Have everybody now again from the last bar of 1, 2, 4. Good. Sorry, I've got a bit quick. Now then, you've got to watch there. I'm going to give you time at the end of that page, okay, and also particularly dead, bless. So watch there, altos, and for me there, and everybody else just expand a little bit at the end of the page, because this doesn't want to sound like a sort of rush for the eggs. You sing sopranos, and 1, 2, 3. sopranos, that note, last note on dead, is 2 beats long. The notation is a bit weird because they're giving you the German notes as well. But you've got to hold on 2 beats. The dead! And you come off with everybody else. So can you make a note of that, please? And the other thing, sopranos, at the beginning of the phrase, at last bar top line, blessed are they. That's not an expected note, is it? It's not like the main tune. So can you really get the sun to come out on that note? Not too soft at all, okay? Nice big smiley sound there, sopranos. I've drawn a smiley face in my copy. So just sing your first 3 notes. Here's an E flat. Okay, that's right. Don't be shy about that one. Tenors, that was really nice, your entry on the top line of 127. It just matched the altos perfectly, so very good. Let's have from the altos, last part top line, whatever you're singing. Okay, here we go. Again, just watch there, because I'm just going to give the upbeat a little bit of extra space in placing the next chord, okay? So just watch. Don't even think about going until you see approaching the downbeat there. So start the page, please. Oh, altos, that sounded a bit flat to me. And don't worry about the Y too much, because if you go they, you can easily drag you down, okay? So, there. Just don't forget the Y, doesn't matter. All right, everyone again? Support right to the end of the phrase. Tenors, you need to watch the D there, which is not so far down as you were thinking there. So downwards, comma. So sing me that last top line, altos. Okay, that was all a bit of hang on, basses. Blair, okay, air. All I need is the air that I breathe. So basses. Blair, okay, basses, 1, 2, 3. That's it. And the B mustn't get in the way of the pitch. Not blah, blah. Have everything supported and ready to go before you enunciate the B. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's right, and then count carefully. There's 2 beats on the first note. Blessed are. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's it. So, tenors, can you give me which in the Lord now sleep? And which in the Lord now. Make sure you get high enough on that C, because that will help the basses. Ready? 3, 4. Which in the Lord Yes, all right. Stand up, please. We're going to do that little bit again. Can you, as you sing this, although it's gentle, mostly soft music, has a lullaby quality to it, but can you make sure that your notes are full of energy? Doesn't mean necessarily loud, although it can be expressive. You're very good at these getting louder, getting softer things. But notes have got to be full of energy at the end of the top line. So, ad lib, just gentle movement and awareness of freedom, and sort of everything's constantly on the move. And 3, 4. Sorry, I can't let that go, basses. There was lots of wrong things going on there. Blessed are... That's an F, your third note. I think you might be thinking of a different tune. But can you just sing this tune in this place and save your different tune for a different place? Very good. Altos, tenors. Tenor entry, please. 150. 3, 4. Keep mobile. Yeah, sorry. That's the second time somebody's done that. Basses coming in at the same time as the tenors at the end of the page. Can you count, watch, be aware of what's... Okay, that happened before as well. So don't make a habit of it. All right. And while we're on the subject, altos, one or two of you mucked up your entry on the bottom line of 128 as well. The third note. Okay, the tenors have a different version of the tune, which they're singing very nicely, but you and the basses sing your version. Okay, tenors, bottom line of 128, 3, 4. Yeah, just watch there as well. You know, this isn't mechanical music going from the top line to the beginning of the bottom line. Just watch. Okay, there might be a bit of space there, and then to pick up your blessed on the second beat. Yeah, and particularly with strings accompanying you, which they're less hard-edged than a piano, so there'll be just a little bit of a feeling of. Okay, that's too soft and too in your shells. You've got to communicate it. It's one of the words on which this whole piece is based, isn't it? It's the first word you sing, it's the last word you sing, it's what Brahms is offering us. They're sort of, you know, like half-hearted or unconfident. It's marked pianissimo, but that mustn't mean it's too soft. You've got to really put it across. Okay, so same place, top line, third bar, last note. Let's just go back a bit. We're going to go back now to bar 40. So have a seat, have a seat. Yea, saith the Spirit. bar 40 on page 118. Here's C major. Okay. Okay, now, rest now from all. Okay, that word now has got to be clearly enunciated. It's probably the loudest note in that phrase, isn't it? The first phrase was excellent, really good. Fourth bar, tenors and basses. And one. That's it. Okay. Now from, and it's mostly na, that word, isn't it? So forget the W, just think na from all. I think it would be nice if we could, if that could sound like one phrase. Last time, then we carry on. And one. Yeah, okay. Now, a lot of it's rather behind the beat. So you've got to kind of have the sense of the pulse. I just want to look at one or two bits of that. Can I have, please, basses only with Robin, starting at the end of page 118. Basses only for about 10 bars. Here's an A. 3, 4. And 1. Okay, so you got the C sharp when it was all focused on your notes and everything. That's what you've got to pick up in the midst of the texture, so be careful with that. And I'm sure you've all noticed that at the end of the top line of page 119, the orchestra stops. It's all up to you. Okay? Let's add the tenors, please. Tenors as well as basses, end of 118. So tenors come in first. And 1. Okay, tenors, you've got to do more than that. That G has to be sustained. Okay, that's one phrase. You can't pack up 4. Alright? 3, 4, 1. And 1. Alright, that's good. Let's add in the sopranos and the altos as well. So everybody else, bottom of 118. Starting with the tenors, and then sopranos. Okay, really enjoy that lovely phrase. So tenors lead off. 3, 4, 1. Okay, alright, that's pretty good. Altos, just sing your first little bit, could you? Last bar, 118. 3, 4. That's exactly what I was hoping to hear. It didn't sound like it quite came across the first time, but that time, that was good. Enjoy it. Got to enjoy it. All right, again please then. So tenor entry, bottom of 118, and everybody else. And 1. Good, good. And 1. Tenors and basses only from the top of 120. Tenors, this isn't exactly very tenorish, is it? Sort of down in the lower regions, but let's just try and cement it with the basses and Robin. So, beginning of 120, tenors and basses. Now tenors, again you've got to be much more assertive about this. Some of you are breathing after almost every note. You get a breath after the end of the second bar, bottom line, and this is just glorious. Okay, I don't want a breath at the end of the page, please, and I don't want a breath between the C and the A flat. Surely you don't have to do that. It's a lovely phrase, that, and you get a breath just before it. This is almost, well, you and the sopranos. Let's have sopranos and tenors. Last two bars of page 120. And let's do this all in one breath. 3, 4. Well done, that's it. You see, the orchestra then is hardly doing anything. Just a few fingers. It's all about you, okay? So you've got to sing it beautifully. Let's have everybody top line, please. Beginning of 120. 3, 4. Same thing, basses, don't breathe at the end of the page, please. Follow after them. Okay, that's not a break there. You can all break at the end of bar 65. Tenors, just can you put a ring around the F natural? This is top line of 120, last bar, the third note. You've had lots of F sharps, and now you have to find an F natural. So you have all of am I in the right key? No, I'm not. All the labours, that note, their works. So just a ring round that, be careful with that. Okay, great. Let's do the last two bars of 120 again, please. Good, lovely altos. And again. Them needs to be not too sort of, but after them. Okay, so again, it's quite low for you sopranos and tenors and altos. Just get your mouths involved to produce a nice bright vowel sound there. Okay, but it sounds really good. Bar 72. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so you've got to know where that is. La, la. Okay, you've got to pick that up from the E flat. La, la, la. Okay, all very good, all very good. Just begin the page for me, please. Be careful with the STs. Right at the very end, please. Right at the very end. Okay, one more time. That's it, and the same with the word them at the end there. And you watched pretty well at the end of the third bar bottom line, because again, I'll just place fa in the fourth bar bottom line. So just again, their works shall follow there. Can you make sure that B is slightly higher, if anything, than the previous B? Because on that occasion it wasn't quite as high. All right, so follow their works follow. Really, really, really bright there. We're just going to do all that one more time. Can we go from soprano and altos, end of the top line of 1, 2, 2 on the E flat and the C? That's right. So get everything supporting and working before you have to start singing. Altos. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was a little bit. Okay, you don't need to do it. Just 1, 2. Sorry to stop you. Basses. They may rest now. Somebody singing an F sharp there. Watch out, it's a G sharp. Can you sing that for me, basses? 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so just what it's an unexpected note really, that G sharp. La, da, da, da. So just be careful with it. Let's have altos and sopranos, end of bar 86. Well, sopranos, end of bar 86. Altos, next bar. 1, 2, 3. Middle of that bar, yeah. Not like the previous one. 1, 2, 3. Tenors and basses, G naturals to look out for there. Basses, last bar, top line, their works shall fall, look out. And tenors, their works shall fall, that G natural there. Okay, so be careful. So top of 1, 2, 3, third bar please. And 1. Whoops, hang on, sopranos, can't let that go. Can you sing sopranos, second bar, bottom line, second note with Robin? 1, 2. That's better, okay. Those notes all have to be really well supported from F sharp to F natural is hardly anything at all, and then follow. 3 E's in a row, what happens? They must do that, yeah? Okay, so everybody please then, bottom line, second bar. 1, 2. bars of the bottom line, and then you stop in the third bar. Tenors, you've got to make up for the fact that the altos stop there. So sing lustily. From henceforth. Okay, because it's all down to you there. And can you make sure you've all got the words, last bar, top line, who die, and then first bar, bottom line, in the Lord. Okay, we've changed that. So, keep it really sturdy, this. Tenors and altos, here we go. Let's have the first bar of the page. So this will be a loud bar. Breath. Sustain it. Tenors. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's a really good moment for you lot there. Now, we're going to go back. So what we've covered everything now except the first section, which, as you may imagine, begins at bar 1. So let's go back to bar 1, and we'll do the link into the bit we just were doing just now. So, sopranos, it's your turn. So remember, blessed are the dead who die in the Lord. And then the same thing for the basses. Here we go then. No breath here. Okay, well done everybody. That was very well sustained indeed. Just a couple of things. For those first two opening salvos, sopranos and basses, if possible, it'd be good to hear a little bit more b and a little bit more d at all times. Are the dead? Okay, so the D at the end of dead would be really good to hear that. Yeah, and then who die? Okay, because it's a what a word to be meditating on. So the D is very, very so we'll come back to that in a second. Everything else, yeah, really nice sound you're making there, really sustained, interesting sound on those pages, which great. So keep that up. And then sopranos, your E flat C naturals going from 115 into 116, mostly fine. The first one's an E flat. Okay, so blessed, blessed are the dead. Okay. And then, blessed, that was really nice, the E natural at the beginning of 116, but the first one is a flat, so just watch out for that. Let's do that again. Stand up, please. We'll sing that again, and then we'll take a break. Dying there, not sleeping. Get ready for what's next. That's it. Have a seat, everyone. Well done, everybody. Really good. I think the trouble with the word labours is it's got a diphthong in it. So can you just sing, can you write lair above that note? L-A-I-R. Don't even think about the diphthong until it's time for burrs. Because if you go to lay, you'll want to sing the next syllable, you know. So, all their lair. Terribly posh. Their lair, okay? Their labours. And then you just tuck in the diphthong at the very last moment. L-A-I-R. Very good. Well done, everyone. Have a break, and then we're going to have a bit of a look at parts of the sixth movement. Okay. Let's now altos and tenors especially. But can you all turn to page 111? Page 111. Now, tenors, I don't want you to worry about this awkward phrase. I don't want myself to worry. So I'm going to make a suggestion, which is that alto 2, who's have we got? Great, a whole legion of you. If you're an alto 1 sitting among alto 2s, come up higher, friend. Come and sit with your species. In the concert, we do need to make sure, don't we, that the firsts and seconds are together, not separated out. But alto 2s. So listen, if you could. At the end of, can I have an E, please, Robin? At the end of page 110, all the altos will start singing, "For it is thou." Now at that point, second altos, you switch to tenor for a bit. So at first altos, do what you do anyway. Okay? Second altos, so we've got, "For it is thou, for it is thou hast all." That's what I'd like you to sing. Now, does that make sense? It'd be very helpful of you to do that, I think, because it's not just our lovely tenors, but all tenors find that phrase a real nightmare, a headache to sing. And I think it's very cruel of Brahms. So let's give them some help. So can I hear just the second altos with Robin? Just the second altos with Robin. And 1, 2. And then you go back up to the alto part. "Thou hast all." Okay? Your own line. 1, 2. Exactly. Okay, that's really great. Now let's add in the tenors and the first altos. No sopranos and basses, thank you. We'll just go through about 6 bars here. So all altos starting off. 1, 2. Okay, that's it. Again, just getting used to it. I'd like to hear the phrase that the second altos sing with the tenors, which is just, "For it is thou." Okay, just that much. And then perhaps go on to the word hast. So just those, so alto 2 and tenor, from where the tenors begin. Here's your note. And 1, 2. You must get up higher to the E natural because you've just sung an E flat. For it is, that's an E flat, thou hast, that's an E natural. Up arrow on there, please, tenors. Okay. All right, now let's have everybody from the same place. From the alto entry at the end of page 110. So altos first and then everybody. And 1, 2. Tenors, if you don't think you can sing that top A, just don't sing anything. Okay, getting sort of within a few hertz of it isn't really good enough. So if you want to sing, I'll tell you what you could sing if you want to, and that's to replace the A with a D, because the first altos are singing a D there anyway. So if you want to, you could sing this. For it is thou hast all. What do you think? So, thou. Okay, 1, 2. For it is. That's right. Can you sing thou hast? Just sing that for me. 3, 4. That's it. Now can you sing is thou hast? Okay, so from the E flat. 1, 2. That's it. And just a little bit higher on the F sharp, and then we'll be there. In second altos, you're taking care of the A. All right, at that point. So everybody, one more time. Altos from the end of 110, and 1, 2. I think that's what we should do, if you don't mind, tenors. And can you tell Mike when he comes back next week? Could you tell Mike that he needs to do the same thing? Sing a D instead of the A. Then we can all relax. Please don't think I think any the less of you tenors. I just think it's an absolute beast of a phrase, and you know we don't want to be worried about things. So good. We might get that far with our singing through that section again. But first of all, what I want to do is go right back to page 88. The sound of the last trumpet. Okay. Now this is where it starts getting quicker. It starts off 4 beats in a bar, and then by the time we get to the word trumpet for sopranos and altos, I shall be moving in 2 beats in a bar, but still getting faster. Okay, it gets faster until you stop singing pet, the shortest note ever in bar 78, and then at the end of the page it's going to just steady up a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, then the trumpet shall. Okay, so then it's a slightly steadier 3 in a bar. Alright, so we'll just do this a couple of times to see if we can get the hang of it. So here is the baritone at the beginning of 88. Okay, so sounding on. Sorry, that was you. Sorry. Why don't we give him these? The sounding on. Good. All right. Let's just do that one more time, just to get more and more comfortable with it. And obviously, when we have the orchestra, we need to get them comfortable with it. So I might be focusing on them a little bit at that point. But that was good. So let's do exactly the same thing again. Let's have a thank you. So. At the sounding of the Good. 1, 2. Well done, altos. Really good pick up there. Now, the altos, if you remember, stop early, and I'll probably give them an off, which might well just be at the beginning of that bar, you know, not overly fussy, but you need to stop. But when I do that to the altos, can you lot carry on singing, please? You don't stop singing until they go, Lord, thou art worthy. That's when you stop. Okay, good. Tenors, the more you can give me, page 97, top line, penultimate bar. Where, I really want to hear the beginning of that note, okay, because it's the only thing I really want to hear is at the end of death, because at the moment I can't hear it at all. And I know it's quite hard for some of you if you're singing a high note, but we've got to have it. Death! I'll be on my way out soon. It's an unvoiced. Do it with that for me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Well, I could just about hear it there. So you've got to really overemphasize it if it's going to work out. Hades, that can have a z at the end of it, okay? A definite z. Hades, on the pitch maybe that you've just been singing. Can you sing Hades by 184? That's it. And 1, 2, 3. All right, that's better. Yeah, Deezer. You know that music app you can get on phones called Deezer? Have you come across that? No? Well, it was meant to be a helpful analogy. Anyway, that's what I'd like you to say. Deezer. Can you say that? It's spelled D-E-E-Z-E-R. Okay? Deezer, but not the Gloucestershire R. Not Deezer. Okay? So just Deezer. Do that. 1, 2. Deezer. Okay, now sing 184. And 1, 2, 3. That'll do. Against all the cacophony around you, that'll be fun. And then, in fact, sopranos, you're the only people who do this. The next phrase, where is thy sting? So can you stop singing, can you put a crotchet rest in between the two wheres? Where is thy sting? Okay, total, what's the word, contempt for death and hell. That's what you've got to have here. Where is thy sting? Try that. Here's your G. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so real good emphasis on that. Wherever you have that, a word like where, okay, we need to hear it emphasized. Okay, there's a load of great stuff going on in this. So it's just the THs at the end of deaf. Every time you see a comma, make a break and emphasize, the next word, particularly if it's where. So bottom of 93, sopranos. Could you put a crescendo in the second bar? You might already have this in. Swallowed up in V. Okay, that word, up in V. Because everyone else is breaking. Well, tenors aren't, I suppose, but you really got to kind of get through that note and make something of it. Does that make sense? Yeah? We're going to do all this again in a sec. To altos and tenors, can I hear you? Look at the end of page 91. This is wonderful writing. You have a duet here, and you need to enjoy it. Victory. Okay. Oh, and by the way, get over the page quickly, because if you don't, you're likely to sing in the rest, in the second beat of bar 133, as indeed some of you did. Because it's different from the first verse of this set passage, okay? So it's tree, now death. Tree, now death. Nothing on the second beat. Does that make sense? So you've got to be careful, you've got to be aware of that. Maybe put a little warning to yourself at the end of page 91 to get over the page. But altos and tenors, can I hear you sing victory? This is last. And enjoy it. Enjoy the duet. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. That's it. La, la, la. You've got flats there, okay, altos. Victory. Here we go again. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. So you see, I think you'll probably be sitting a little bit closer to each other, at least along the front, maybe. Than you're miles behind, and the tenors are up here. But I think there'll be a little bit more, won't there? A closeness for you, which will help. Right, good. Any questions about anything in that passage and before we sing it again? Good. Stand up, please. Let's go from... we're going to go from page 91. Okay? Page 91, you came in, it was a fantastic entry. I mean, you're really getting on song now, and so, with more careful, perhaps a little bit of prep for the things that you'll be sort of, take notice. So let's do it. So here is your G C minor chord. Ready? Here we go. And 1, 2. Means we have to sing it yet again. Here we go, same thing, good entry. Now, and 1, 2. Now there is sorrow in Okay, page turn, you've got to be ready for it. You have to sort that out before next week. Okay, I can't keep rehearsing page turn. So, death, where is thy? You've got to know that it's over the page. And by the time you're singing death at the end of 93, you should already have turned the page. Okay, here's a C sharp. Over the page you are already. And then the next word is 2, 3. Death. well done, well done. Tenors, can you make a little bit, I know it's another high one. As all things created. A little bit more of that. Don't worry about being soft, you don't need to worry about that. You need to sing, because we need to hear these words. Just give me tenors and basses for It Is Thou, please. Top line of there. La la. Here we go. 101, top line, second bar, last note. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yes, so tenors. Thou, take a breath. Hast all things created. Okay, you sing 5 notes on the word thou, don't you, unlike the basses? So thou, you've got to be singing thou all the way through that. Thou hast all things created. To really make something of that. One more time, please. 1, 2, 3. So, basses, you start on that note. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. Yeah, so head for the word all. Let's really hear it. Go for it. You can sing that note. So just go for it. Have confidence. We're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to carry on. I realise we're running out of time here, so let's just have a few more. As all things created. That's it. Just sing for me, please. Can we just look at page 109? Stand up one more time, please. We're going to do 109, the bass entry. Ready, basses? Top of 109. 2, 3, 4. Lord, You've got to watch there, altos. I might just be tapering the tempo off a little bit there. Please watch, please watch, please watch. And also, have you written the word watch at the bottom of page 100 there? So please write the word watch in bar 314. And also, on the last page, page 113, the second bar. Lord, thou art worthy. Dum, ta, and off we go again, okay? Watch. So let's just, bottom line of 112, please. Thank you. And 3, 4. Lord! Tenors, if you remember, in the penultimate bar, we've shortened your first note to a beat, and then you have a beat rest. So you're doing the same thing as the sopranos and the basses there. That's so that the altos can come through in full glory. So please make sure you've got that marked. That's pretty good. Have a seat. Sopranos, just because it's such a weird note, can you go home and do a little bit of practice on page 113, second bar, second note, which sounds awfully like a B flat at the moment. Brahms is doing what Brahms often does, which is having a sort of ambiguity. Is this music in the minor key or the major key? It's something he likes to do. Okay, so the E flat suggests G minor, the B natural suggests G major. Okay, it's actually sort of C, and we're not quite sure whether it's minor or major. Okay, so the point is, it sounds like this. There, okay? Just sing the second of those two phrases, the E flat, and 1, 2. That's it. The tenors have a B flat in the previous bar, but then they change to a B natural and to a B flat. In fact, for our edification, let's hear tenors and sopranos, page 112, last two bars, just tenors and sopranos with Robin, quite slowly. Okay, so tenors come in on an E, out, then sopranos on an F in the next beat. All right, so slowly. That's it. Can you stop on the second note of bar 337? Both voice parts when we get there. Same thing again. Lord, 3, 4. That's the note you should be heading for there, tenors, otherwise you won't help the sopranos. Thou art one. Massive step up from A to B there, so just be really careful about that. Both voice parts. You'll get support from the orchestra as you are from Robin, but obviously you have to make the pitch. Well, that's great. You've worked really hard. It feels jolly warm to me, is it, where you are? So thanks for working in these Saharan conditions. And so next week, obviously, next Monday I won't have time, we'll be in the church, of course, I won't have time to rehearse the whole piece, so I'm going to give some thought to any particular areas and sections I think could benefit from our attentions next week. But you also look at stuff that you think you might need to look at, particularly for your own benefit. Thank you very much. Thank you, Robin. See you next week.